Hello everybody, it's Diana with stampingwithdie.com. How are you today? If you are new to my channel, thank you for joining me and welcome. I am Diana and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and I'm actually in Arizona, so I welcome wherever you're watching from. And please make sure that you say hi. I want to make sure I am in the right spot. Let's see here, and that my computer's turned down. I actually put some makeup on today. I usually put makeup on my eyes, but I usually don't put any on my face. And I thought, well, I would. So we'll see. I'll look back on the video and see if I look like a clown or not. But oh my gosh. All right. So very, very good. So I am so glad to see you, Jeannie and Joan. So, or Joanne, I can't even read. And Charlotte's here. So, please make sure you say hi. I am going to do an adorable little doohickey today with the jam jars. And so what did I say? I just said jam jar fun. But I started my blog post so I could kind of get it done after the video. And I just said, when is a jam jar, not a jam jar. And that's what I'm going to do today. There's no jam going in this jar, baby. No. So we're going to have some fun. Hey, Minda. Hey, Belinda. We're going to have so much fun today. So I'm going to turn the camera around. I'm hoping the weather is still kind of crazy in Arizona. And when I set up the thing, it was saying my Wi-Fi was kind of like getting messed up. So I'm like, no, not today. Do it on Thursday. Because I don't do any videos on Thursdays. All right, so let me flip the camera and we will get started. And if I ever miss a comment, please make sure, like if the video goes, we're not doing the video anymore, it's good, it processes and all that kind of stuff. Make sure you put it down in the comments because then it comes to me. Because I try to look up, but then I get so like crazy with my project. Sometimes I forget to look up. So, hey, Rich. Oh, it's Kathy. Hey, Kathy. I was just talking to your daughter. Okay. So anyways, so don't forget about the over the border. And I know I'm going to mention it every day till, because my sign up ends on the 20th. For Marcy, she has hers till the 21st. So you want to make sure that you holler at either one of us. Marcy's in Canada. So if you are in Canada, you will register with Marcy. And then if you're in the United States, you register with me. But then we do the Zoom together. And it's on September the 25th. And we have so much good stuff planned with you. You want to make sure you check back on our blogs and some of the past videos. We've been showing some sneak peeks. All right. And what is this kitty cat? I was messing around. I had a little bit of time on my hands. I don't have a cat. I don't even have a dog anymore. We don't have Toby anymore. But I still love using them, and I could not resist this cat looking up. So that is the hostess code for August. So if you are placing an order, please use my hostess code. The kitty would really like it if you would. Oh my gosh. So anyway, so I just had to do with that. But anyways, I'm glad, Jeannie, that you're doing it. All right, so that is the hostess code. If you are ordering over 150 though, don't use the code because then you're going to get hostess benefits. And we all love free. Okay, so let's get started. Let's see all this. I have a lot of stuff that I use today. So I'm going to use the Frightfully Cute, and it's dyed. So I'm going to actually use both. So it is a bundle. I love when Stampin' Up! Bundles things together. You save by buying the bundle. The bundles are, like if a bundle carries over, then you don't get the bundle price because then they're separated, right? But when something is first introduced into the catalog, they bundle them together and have a better price. So you always want to grab that. And if you are doing your own workshop or whatever, and you are a millionaire and you spend enough to get half off item, you can actually get a bundle for half off. So that's always fun. Or if you're in one of my clubs, right? All right, so I'm also using layering circles And I'm using the Festive Finishes die, and I'm using the fun little ghost. And it's funny, they only have one ghost, but then they repeated. They have 3 light bulbs, so I wish that they had another ghost because he's super cute. And then it does have a stamp set that goes with it. I'm not using the stamp set today, but this is another instance where there's a bundle. Okay, so if you're going to get, you know, this die, you definitely, you know, want to get the stamp set. All right, so that's what I'm using there. I'm also using, oh, hey, Jackie. All right, so I'm also using the black, and it's this glittered organdy ribbon, so I'm going to be using that too. And this is the Forever, hang on a minute, Flowers for Every Season ribbon combo. So I'm also going to be using this ribbon, and I pulled this out to use, but I haven't used it yet, so I don't know if I'm going to try. That's why I used the flowers one. But this is an awesome one too. So I did bring that out, and I do have that. All the supplies to order anything from my store is always down in the description, but I have to put it down there after the video. Okay, so and then the cute Halloween 6x6. Hey, Karen. And I told you there was a lot I used on this cute little jam jar. All right, I'm also using the foam adhesive sheets. So these are thicker. And I am using the adhesive sheets. So there's the foam ones, so they're fat like a dimensional, right? They're basically a pack of dimensionals with nothing cut on it, so you can do whatever you want. And then there's the adhesive sheets, and then that, so I'm using both of those. And I can't tell if I just heard a thunder or not. This crazy weather in Arizona. Okay, so let me see here. So let me show you what we're going to do here. We are going to bring out our little jam jar. So we have our cute little jam jar. And take the lid off. And these are plastic. So I am a gun. So you just want to be careful, right? Because they're, you know, they're plastic. All right. Then I have all my little pieces that I need. So let me show you how I did my pieces while we get going. All right, so I have this cute little moon, and I love this little moon. Look at it, it's got those little dots on it, so it gives that moon some character. So I'm going to stamp it with the Versamark. I love my Versamark ink, because you could, this is pumpkin pie cardstock. Now I could have stamped it with pumpkin pie, but to me it would be even more darker, and I just want it to kind of just be a shade lighter, and that's what Versamark is. Ooh, it was thunder. Oh my gosh. All right, so anytime you stamp it on the cardstock, it's just a shade darker. So it's like if you have 40 colors, it's 40 different colors. All right, then I die cut it out with the circle that's in that that stamp. And then I also want to stamp my greeting. All right, where's my ink pad? Now that the thunder has got me all like worried, right? Because we have just been having the craziest weather. But it's usually happening at night, like while we're sleeping. All right. All right. So I'm just going to go Frightfully Cute. I'm just going to stamp that on here, because I'm going to use that later. I have my orange out. I'm just going to stamp that. All right. And then I'll lose it, right? I'll put it away on the video, and I won't be able to find it. All right. So let's start building our stuff. All right. So this is what I wanted to show you was on the foam. So what I've done on the foam, so this is a piece of smoky slate, and these are the foam adhesive sheets. So like I said, they're thick. So you're just going to peel it, and they're really sticky. And then you're going to stick it. Okay, so now you've got your adhesive on a thing. And then I ran it through my Stampin' Cut and Emboss. And I did it twice. And then you just peel. So then you peel it off. And now you have sticky all over here. And then I'm going to stick it on here. All right, and then this is just going to be left because we're going to stick that in here. Okay. I mean, I can stick it in there. Might as well, right? Okay, so I just took the peel off, and then I'm just going to drop it in here. Now, when I did my other one, I hot glued it. Because I just want it to be in the center. I don't want it to be... Hang on a minute. I just want to make sure my thing will sit in there. Oh, Diana. Oh, that's all right. I should have hot glued it like I did the other one. But this is live. This is live, people. So I'm just going to dig in there a little bit. No one's going to see it. All right. Okay, so then, if you could see me, my face is probably red because I'm embarrassed now that I did that. Okay, so then we're going to take, so this is a piece of that cute DSP. Oh my gosh, I need an assistant, because now I would say, please, go do me another gray. I should have just did it like I did the original, but no, I'm like, oh, let's just stick that. But when I used the hot glue, I had more wiggle room, right? Okay, so we're going to stick this inside here, like that. And we're basically going to build a little, like we're going to make something that you can... A little late. Well, Ruth, you my face is all red because I boo-booed. And it's just gonna have to go. Because I didn't do I did 4 of everything except those 2. Oh no, look. I did. Here's 2 more. I thought I did 4 of everything. Okay, so we're gonna do this one right, because I'll mess with that one later. All right. So we're gonna put these together, and then I'm gonna hot glue this in there instead of the stick or the whatever. I do want another gray. I'm just like losing my mind today. All right. Okay. All right, back to this. All right, so then I've got my fun little, I have thunder going on. All right, so I've got this is a smoky slate, and this is just the cobweb. So now I ran it through, and I could do it on camera, but as you can see, it doesn't take much to get me like kind of crazy and like go, oh my gosh, it's like live or Memorex, and it's live. I swear, I always mess up. Okay, but it just shows anybody can do what I do. All right, so we have our cute little cobweb. And let me bring my, what is this? The silicone mat over. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of build on this. So we've got our little moon. So we're going to put our moon back here. I am going to take a gel pen. And I do want to kind of accent a couple of these little, just because I'm putting the cobweb in front of it, and it kind of hides our cute little, our little circles or whatever. So yeah, so now they kind of show through more. You can see them through the cobweb. All right, and then I'm just going to use my green tip. It is the weather. Oh my gosh. It is just, I mean, we really need it. I mean, if we live in Arizona, it's very dry, and we have had, the last few years, we have just had horrible rain. And I mean by not horrible as in a lot, we haven't had a lot. So it's been so dry that, you know, it's just, the fires are bad, but we have had so much rain and wind and the lightning and the thunder. It's just, what the heck. All right, so I'm just putting some green tip glue, and I'm just going to put this on here. So we have our little moon back here like that, and it's just going to take a minute to dry. But what we're doing is we're building this little scene. So I'm just kind of bending. That glue will help it bend like that. And then The other thing that I also used was the adhesive sheets. And you basically do them the same way as the foam ones. So you'll pull the paper. Now they usually have a cut, right? There's a cut, but I have, I've used them. So now I have used the piece that has the cut. So you just have to use your fingers. Just have to use your fingers to just separate it. So see how I just separated it? So usually I will put the non-sticky. All right, then we just do this. So now it's the same thing. And then this time I did the tree. So I did the tree. But afterwards I got thinking, so I'll show you the original one when I get done. And then I thought, you know what? I think I want my tree to be a different color. So I did a, this is Crumb Cake. So I have, so you can see here, so this has got the sticky on the back of it, and this doesn't. And I want to stick them together because I want my tree, I want them to have a little bit of a heft to them, because it's going to be like a 3D tree. So then we just use our poke tool to separate, I'm just separating that adhesive, so it's got the adhesive on it. And what's cool about them, you can match them up, right? Because they're identical. And then you're just going to pull. And be careful because it is, you've got little tree fingers, little branches that are very delicate. So I'm just pulling and laying, pulling and laying. There we go. And if it's not identical, like it's a tree, right? So it's okay because then it just gives you like extra branches. Let me get that little piece out of there. Your pick tool is your friend for sure. All right, get out of there. There we go. So now we have our tree, and it's thicker, right? Because it's 2 pieces of cardstock. So now he's got some heft to him. All right. I also did, where's my little stack? I also did the fun little fence. So it's the same thing. So this is what I did. The original one had a black fence and a black tree. So I wanted to switch them out. All right, so we're going to do the same thing. We're going to take our adhesive off of our fence. Come on. Here we go. So see, it pulls out some of those things, which is totally good. And it leaves some, which is totally fine. And then we're just going to stick it on here. So I'm just matching it up. So it was too funny. I talked about the other day that when I make things, if I'm watching TV, which half the time I do, I usually have the TV on. Does not mean I'm watching it, but it's on, just so there's noise going on. And I actually had Supernatural on, and my sister will be so happy because she tried to get me to watch it when it was actually on TV. So I thought this was perfect that I was doing this Halloween-y thing when I was watching that Supernatural show. All right, and then we just poke these little pieces out. So there we have our little gate. So now the gate also has some heft to him. All right. So now we're going to take this one that I didn't mess up, and we're going to put it in here. Okay? So I'm going to use my hot glue, because now I'm going to be able to wiggle it a little bit, because I want to be able to put my jar in there. And I'm also going to turn my hot glue to low. All right. So I want to be able to put my jar in there. So you need to have a space, because what we're doing is we are actually going to have our jar like this. Okay? So we're just making a little scene inside our jar. So that's why I chose to put this paper back here, because I wanted to look like, a whole bunch of houses behind my scene. I didn't want it to just be a plain jar. All right. So that's why you want to make sure you have space, because we're just going to stick it. Now you're not going to, I don't like to use this word. You're not going to screw it on. You're just going to glue it on. Okay, and I'll explain that why, because that was one thing I learned as I was doing mine. Like, oh, well, I can't do this if I do that. All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to take our little lid, and we're going to take our little gate, and I'm just going to put a couple little hot glues on our gate. And I don't care if it's messy, and I don't care if it gets those hot glue strings. I don't care, because it looks like cobwebs if you do. So just kind of hold it while it dries, because my original one had the strings and it just looks like cobwebs. All right, so we're just going to set this aside over there and let it dry, and then we're going to go back to our jar. All right, so we're going to put this actually inside here. So that's why the cobweb is perfect, because it allows you to bend. So this is going to go inside here like that. So you have your cobweb and your moon. And then we're going to put our tree in here as well. All right, so we're going to put our tree in there as well. So this is one thing I'm going to do a little bit differently than I did on the other one. And I'm going to, you can see how that worked before, right, when I messed up. Because the other one, I put the tree in here first, but this one, I'm going to hot glue and put my tree on here. And if it doesn't work, then we're all learning. All right, so that's going to go there. Stand up. And if it doesn't stand up, I'm going to push it up against the gate. All right, so then we have, see, it's still kind of wet. Hang on a minute. There we go. So we have our little tree and our little gate. So I'm going to put, where's my glue dots? Glue dot. Hello, glue dot. There we go. So I'm going to put a little glue dot right there. There we go. You know me, poke and stick. All right, so now our tree is behind our gate. So see that? So stinking cute. All right, so we have our cobweb and our moon in there. And then I thought, oh, how fun would it be? Now again, this is just me going off script like I did yesterday with the sheep. And that sheep turned out adorable. Did you see the sheep that I showed yesterday? Here, this is like showing you like something. This is how the sheep turned out. After all the craft and the blender pen and the little bit of gel, she turned out so cute. This might be how I color all my sheeps. So anyways, so I had to show you that. Okay, so we had, now these are not current. These are something that we had in the catalog forever ago. But remember we had these cute little spiders? I never get rid of the trinkets. You know, right now we have butterfly trinkets. And those are actually what you are earning this month for your order. Where's my little thing? Right here, the butterfly trinkets. So you're actually earning butterfly trinkets. If you order $75 before tax and shipping this month, I will send you some butterfly trinkets, a package of butterfly trinkets next month. So I never get rid of them. We had acorns, we had spiders, you know, never, you know, I always keep them. So I thought, what would it look like if I had like a little spider hanging? So again, I have not tried this. It might not even work. Now I'm thinking, do I even risk it? Maybe I don't risk it, just because I didn't have much luck with that thing. But what happens if I just put it on the tree? Do you think that tree will hold that up? I don't know. So see, I'm going off script, which isn't good. Which is not good. Let's see, what if I wrap this around so it looks like the cobweb? because I was going to hang it, but now I'm afraid I won't be able to. Ooh, that kind of looks cute. I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave it. I'm just going to stick that string in between there. So see, now we have this spider hanging from the tree. So can you see it? Look how cute. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. All right, so what I'm going to do is just put a little bit of hot glue here and there, just to kind of tack that string. And like I said, I don't mind if there's strings going on, because then it just looks like even more cobwebby. But then it's just going to hold that string on there. All right. So we've got our little spider hanging. All right, but what I do want to do is you're going to go more glue, and yes, there's going to be more glue. I want to put a little glue dot because he's going to wiggle, and if he wiggles, I'm just going to leave him. If he wiggles backwards, he wiggles backwards. All right, so now we're going to put this over this. So see? So this is what I meant by, well, maybe I can screw it now. I'm not going to. So see how you can see this cute little thing in there? All right, so we just have to move our cobweb over a little bit so it's in the center. And this doesn't get glued because it was kind of hard to glue. So if you just keep pushing it, it kind of stays. All right. Unless this magical tool right here, I'm going to grab me a glue dot, and we are going to lift, stick and glue. We're going to stick and glue. Stick and glue, people. You crazy, crazy cobweb. Now the glue dot's there. Oh my gosh. All right. So I'm just going to put a glue dot on the back of my moon, and we're just going to glue it. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. So I'm going to put it here. So I'm just going to put it here. I'm going to stick that back in there. But I want my houses to be half because that's just how I am. All right. So move it over just a tad. There. There we go. That held it. All right. So then what we're going to do is I want to make sure I haven't done anything else. Oh, yes, yes, yes. I did. I almost forgot the cutest thing of all, the ghost. This ghost is so stinking cute. All right. So we are going to use the black. Did you know we have black dimensionals? Yes, we do. Oh, wait, but I want to use a white one because it's a white ghost. All right, so I'm going to put 2 of these on here. So I'm going to stack them. We're going to stack our little ghost. And we're just going to stick our ghost in here. So she's flying around. So she's inside here. And now I just want to look at my other one, because I did do it a little bit different. All right, so let's see. So that looks good. We've got our ghost back there. See, you can see our ghost. She's so cute. Oh, she's back there. She's so fun. All right, so we have our ghost in there. So then we're gonna go like this. But if you turn it, so this is why I had to glue it closed, because when you turn, it does not always end up where you want it to be. I'm going to glue that. I think I'm going to glue my spider after all. Just because I think he's going to flip, right? He's going to flip around. And I don't want his bum showing. All right. So that will hold him just enough. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to glue it in here. Oh, and our glue came off because I messed with it too much and my glue dried. All right, hold on. Lots of hot glue. Lots of hot glue. Put that in there again because I messed with it too much. All right. Because I was messing with it too much when I was doing it earlier. Of course, I'm not talking to anybody. I'm so sorry. This is like, it's like crazy. Okay. So we've got this, and it's just going to stick right on there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of hot glue here. Remember, it's plastic. So we're going to put a little hot glue on here. And then you want to scoot down so that you can see where you are. And you're going to squish that on. So that's kind of why you want to have it all figured out. All right? So you're going to squish that on. And then any glue dot you can, or hot glue, you can get off of there. Just because when you know what I mean? Like, have you ever done a jar and you close it, but the lid never ends up the same way as it was when you started? Okay, so we have our cute little scenery in there. Now I'm going to take some of this ribbon and we're going to wrap it around. So we're going to wrap this ribbon, and this is that fun glittery black ribbon. Let's see, how much do I need? Probably too much. All right. So that's going to go around my lid. And I probably could have did the lid before I glued it. All right, so we want this in the front. So I want my seam in the front so that you don't see it. So I'm just going to take some more hot glue. Hot glue is your friend today till you burn your fingers off. All right, so stick that in there and then wrap in there. And we're going to cover this so then no one will see that. All right, so we've got that. And then that's what I did the little Frightfully Cute for. And I also want to show you, all right, so these are those little, the little spiders. So they actually had, see, they had a little jump ring on there, but I took the jump ring off because the string was just coming out of the hole. Like, you know, it's got that hole on there. It's not like a closed jump ring. So I took it off of there. And then I needed a piece of thin silver. And then that's what I was going to try to do this, but it was too fine. So that's why I chose this. So this is that Flower for Every Day, and it's got the blue, the white, and the silver. So I just wanted the silver. So I just separated my strands. So you just separate them like that. So now you have a blue baker's twine, a white baker's twine, and a silver, almost like, it's so thin, but that's what I used for, to tie on the spider, okay? So that's where I got that from. All right, so now we go back, because I forgot to tell you that. All right, so now we have our Frightfully Cute. So I'm looking at my little stack, right, going, what else did I forget? All right, so Frightfully Cute. And I'm just cutting it with my scissors. And I'm a bad girl, and I have the old punch here to do a fishtail. I'm like, so bad. But hey, I use those retired spotters too. All right, then I'm just going to take my blender pen that's still on my desk from the sheep. And we're going to soften this up. So we just soften your cardstock up. Kind of breaks the fibers a little bit because I want it to bend and not break. You know, like if you bend your cardstock, you know, if you try to bend it, like cut, like I'm trying to kind of talk. You want it to see how it's like bending really pretty? So you've got this nice curve to it. It's not like jagged. So, because I've softened the fibers. All right. So I want it to, have that, but I want my little ends to curl here. And that's going to go on the front of the jar right here. So again, just take a little bit of hot glue, just because you've got that ribbon, or not that, yeah, that ribbon. And I feel like this is going to get handled more than maybe a card would, right? All right. So then you have this. And I didn't like this being shown. So then I took another little ghost. And this is some of that, more of that cute Halloween paper. And it has boo, boo. And they kind of go like every which way. So I'm like, okay, it doesn't really matter, if it has boo upside down, because they're all kind of every which way on there. All right. So then I'm just going to glue this on here. And originally I was going to cover the whole thing. But, and I have learned, that's why I do these, right? So you're learning. When I covered it, it was dark in there because there's no light, right? There's no light source in there. So you do need to leave the top open so you can see in there. Because I also, remember, I put that little... Okay, I'm hoping you can see that. I'm hoping. Hang on. See, I know I'm down to like 4 people watching. I'm so sorry. All right. So let me know if you can see that. And I will finish this jar because I was almost done. Okay, I'm so sorry. That is just nuts. All right, so I was almost done. So all I have to do is put a little glue dot on my little ghost. At least it let me reconnect back. That was a good thing. All right, so I'm just going to put my little ghost. This is dried. And we're going to put our cute little ghost on the top. And then we have just a little jam jar that is basically turned into a little Halloween scene. And so here's the one I was looking at that I did earlier. So you can see they're a little bit different. So you can see I learned by, I don't think it was mistakes, but I just learn, right? I learn when I make things. And since you have to make sure you have it the way you want it, because how I am gluing the lid in, then you want to make sure you have all your things in the right spot, right? Because you can't open it up again. So if you want to be able to open it up, then you want to make sure that you could probably glue your stuff right to the lid, but I wanted them raised up a little bit, because if I'd have glued it right to the lid, it would have been sunken down further. So I wanted to give it some height. So that's why I put those things inside there. But you have to avoid, because now this is the one that I was off a little bit, right? So you can't really get it to screw right because that's in its way. So I'll have to like mess with this one, to get that out of there. So that was why I ended up just hot gluing it together. Plus, when I did this one, the little, when you're screwing it, and that's what I told you, the cotton ball on the bottom. Oh, yes. So see? And I'm going to do a winter one. I was going to do a winter one. And then I thought, well, Halloween comes first. So maybe Friday I'll show you my winter one. But so just learn from doing them or whatever. But I just think they turned out really cute, and they will just sit on my shelf. But I do love that I moved the tree up. So now the tree, and that I changed the color of it, because see, this one was black, the same color as the fence. So, it was a little harder to see. Now I'm also thinking I probably, because I made the tree where it was, I might make another one and maybe put another fence, right, further back, and put the tree further back. And also maybe bring the ghost up. But what's kind of neat is it allows, it's got stuff going in there, so you turn around so you see like, oh, there's a cobweb, oh, there's a ghost, oh, there's a moon, you know, kind of thing. So just look at your stamps and maybe think about, oh, that's small enough to go in the jam jar. And then, so they're, because the jam jars are, where's my, it might say in the catalog. But they're like 2 3/4 tall, and then about 2 1/4, like whatever that is. I don't want to say diameter, right? Because I don't know if that's proper English. But so anyway, so just kind of think about them differently, right? And I just think they turn out really cute. So I'm going to put them on my shelf. And I kind of like that they are different because then it's a different scene. But anyways, so hopefully, thank you, Nikki. And then, so this one I'll just have to mess with. Otherwise, you know, this is just a jar. And I can put stuff in it. There we go. That'll be that jar. Because I probably won't be able to get that out of the lid. Because that adhesive is really good. That adhesive we have. So, as you can hear me messing with it. So it's like, it's pretty stuck. So I love the adhesive sheets. So anyways. All right, so I'm going to say goodbye before anything else happens. And thanks for sticking out while the internet was all like being mean to me today. And I will see you, when will I see you? I will see you Friday. So tomorrow is Thursday. I don't do videos on Thursday. That's when I do. So errands, if I have to get errands or just work on stuff, you know. And I will see you Friday for Dies Shorts. And maybe I will. Maybe I will make a Dies Short and do the cute little Christmas one, because then it'll go faster. So anyways, what time Friday? 3 o'clock. My videos are always 3 o'clock Arizona time. And I do them Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. Once in a blue moon do I do like lives on Thursdays or the weekends. Sometimes, you know, something exciting will happen and I'll pop in like quickly, but these are the only ones I schedule. Next week there is a Stampin' Up event, so I need to look at the times that it is on the Friday. And if I can't, I might have to pre-tape something for Friday. So anyways, all right, so, oh, you'd love to see the Christmas one? Good, so that's what I'll do. I'll do the Christmas one for Friday, all right? And that will give me time to mess up and fix it. All right, well, now Eric's calling me. So he's probably asking about the weather. All right, so I'm going to say see you later. So again, it is Friday, Dies Shorts, 3 o'clock Arizona time. Remember, we do not change our clock. So when you change your clock, if you live in another state, then that won't always be the same time for you. All right, so see you later, and thanks again. See you, Sylvia. All right, bye for now, everybody.